Welcome back to the workshop. I'd like to go through with you this morning some information in relation to our clipper blades as to the basic instruction behind them and why they perform so well in the salons. Our groomers love them, they perform well and they'll last a long time. So I'll just give you a quick rundown on some of the important information that makes these blades very special. From the factory, the blades are heat treated and cooled on ice, which hardens them up to a very, very high standard. In fact, the Rockwell rating on these blades is around 62 Rockwell, which may not mean much to you, but if you can imagine the hardest Japanese and European stainless steel knives they use in commercial kitchens, their Rockwell rating is around 58. So these blades at a Rockwell rating of 62 are almost 10% harder, and they're not working in commercial kitchens, they're simply cutting fur and hair in your salon day to day. That's why the hardness is important. With a very high content of cobalt in the steel, you will get a minimum of 15 to 20 resharpens on these blades. So in essence, if you're looking at sharpening your blades every 3 to 6 months, potentially you're going to get between 5 and 10 years life out of these blades. So economically, they work out to be cheaper in the long run because of their longevity. They will also cut much cooler for longer. Groomers have told us that once they've used our blades, because of the hardness and the cobalt, they take a lot longer to heat up, and that is another advantage, I guess. Now, the other component that makes this work correctly is the way we sharpen your blades as well. This is our sharpening machine we use for doing your clipper blades. We imported this one from the US many, many years ago. It works very well. You will see here, this is where your cutter blade is set on the arm, and over here, this is your comb blade. Once they go down and rest on the disc, that will take roughly 1/1000th of an inch off your clipper blade, which isn't much, but it's enough to bring it back to better than factory standard. Because you've got around 20/1000ths of an inch on your back rail of your comb, hence you should get between minimum 15 up to 20 sharpens on each blade cycle. If done on this machine, it'll only take 1/1000th of an inch off. If people are using hand machines, where they're using their hands rather than automatically indexing, using these hydraulic lifts, the chances of taking more than 1/1000th of an inch off on each sharpening cycle is a reality. In fact, it could take up to 3 or 4/1000ths an inch off if there's too much hand pressure applied. So it's important to understand the process of what happens to your blades after you purchase them from us, all the way through their lifespan, being sharpened the best possible way they can be. We've just set up a small sample of our clipper blades. On the top line, you'll see our blades cutting lengths anywhere from 13mm to 25mm. They don't require any clip-on combs, which always gives a perfect finish to the coat. We also have a large selection of wide comb blades from size 3 to size 30. Underneath those are standard clipper blades, all the way from size 2 to size 50. And then we have a small range of skip tooth blades for those requiring that type of work. Well, we trust that information's been helpful for you and gives you a better insight into clipper blades. They're not all the same, and a lot of the imports these days aren't getting a very good rap for obvious reasons. Our shop is always open 24/7, of course, at ozclipperandscissor.com.au. Jump on and have a look at our blade range, and maybe there's something there that we can help you with. All the best. Have a great week. Thank you.